Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining to this webinar in which we will present Docuten, the online platform for digital signature. My name is Juan Contreras. I'm ISB Dev Center Solution Sales Lead at Innova. And with me will be Javi Vázquez from Docuten, who will be responsible for showing us the platform itself and introducing a bit more who is Docuten and what is behind this SaaS platform. So in this webinar, we will be introducing just a brief introduction for you to get the agenda. First of all, the business alliance between Innova and Docuten. Innova as a ISV Dev Center and Docuten as a digital signature provider in this SaaS platform. Then we will be moving to the distribution model to partners. Maybe some of you already know how Innova works with the partner channel, but we will be presenting how we are going to work with the Docuten and the different usages we can encounter in this case, in this distribution of this product. And I will move to share the screen with my colleague, with Javi, who will be presenting Docuten as a company and as a platform for digital signature. Just a brief introduction. Then we will be moving to a short demo, a short overview of how you can upload these documents so that you can complete, finalize signature within the online platform. And we will be able to answer any questions. I will be showing you my email, and you can contact us for any questions you may have around Docuten, the distribution part, and also the functionality itself. So let's start the work. So first of all, for those who are a bit who want to get a bit more knowledge about this new distribution, well, you know, Innova is an ISV Dev Center. It's one of the 9 ISV Dev Centers in the world, and we are helping partners to move to the latest Microsoft versions, both Business Central and Finance and Operations, and we provide them with the latest trainings, the latest development services, and in this case, we also work with ISVs from within the Microsoft ecosystem and also outside the Microsoft ecosystem. And this case will be Docuten. Docuten is a specialist, a provider for digital signature, and with this combination, we have obtained Docuten Sign, which is the app that will be connecting from both Business Central and Finance Operations to this SaaS platform, in which we can finalize any signature for any kind of PDF document. Regarding what is the result of this agreement, there are different usages we can encounter. As a result of this integration, we can get a connector for the different Microsoft ERPs. We have Docuten Sign, which will be available for Business Central from AppSource. Then we will have Docuten Sign for NAB for supported versions from Microsoft, and then for Finance and Operations and AX. There will be another usage which will be the one we'll be covering in this session, which will be Docuten standalone use, as we have named this, or the web usage. In this case, in this session, we'll be dealing with this functionality, and you can also check the other sessions we are having for Docuten Sign, Business Central, and NAB, and Docuten Sign for Finance and Operations and AX. And we are also working with the third part of Microsoft regarding management systems, which is CRM. We are also working to get this integration with Dynamics 365 for sales as well. about how we distribute the products to the channel. I will be covering this more in depth in the next slides. But regarding territories, we are going to be official distributors for Docuten in Spain, Portugal, United Kingdom, Germany, Netherlands, France, Denmark, USA, and Canada. So we will be applying this model that we work from Innova to partners, and some of you already know in these countries. So let's get the more detail about how we distribute solutions from Innova. We work, as you know, from also from our own solutions and from third-party solutions. And in this case, we have different usages for this as a result of this business alliance. So we can have the different solutions that are connected with ERPs, which are Docuten Design, and for ERPs, Business Central, NAV, Finance and Operations, and EX. And in this session, we will be dealing with Docuten, the standalone usage from the webs. But in this case, we are going to distribute all four uses in this context to the partner channel. So you can decide which can apply better for your internal usage and for your end customers' usage. About the different pricing we're going to apply. This is just an overview of how they work depending on the different usages we have seen in the previous slide. We have the connected ones with Docuten Design, and then we have a third column with Docuten, which is Docuten standalone, the web usage we are going to cover today, with different plans and different amounts of signatures per year. Okay, so these are default plans we're going to offer, but if there are cases in which you have higher volumes than 6,000 signatures per year, we can have a customized plan for you or for your customers. In this case, if you are interested in having an internal usage of all types of options, you get a 50% discount on the plan you're going to use, and also the internal implementations is going to be totally for free. So this is an advantage as well for you to not only to incorporate the solution into your offering for your end customers, but you can start working internally with the platform, and you can also use it with your customers. So this is an argument for you in favor, together with having it included in your portfolio. Then we move on to the partner program. In this partner program, the aim is that we get partners to carry out continuous marketing initiatives, and as a result, those partners who are committed to distributing the solution, they get a higher margin. That is the idea of this program. There are 7 requisites, and as long as you comply with at least 4 of them, you will be a certified partner, and this will mean you will get a higher margin. And this is based, as you can see, 6 out of this 7 are related to marketing and commitment with the distribution. And once you comply with them, for example, with the initial training or including them in your website, then you will get them forever. So as you can see, these are not demanding requisites, but we want those partners who are committed to get this higher margin than those that come with an isolated lead and they are not interested in introducing Docuten to their portfolio and continuous marketing initiatives along the year. We go beyond the license distribution. We also help partners in the implementation services and support. So as an initial point, for those partners who are interested in getting to know how Docuten works and how they can have a team devoted to the solution so they can perform this implementation services, we provide initial training for free. and we always encourage you to schedule this training with us, and this of course will enable you to comply with the previous one of the previous requisites we saw in the previous table. But for when we are talking about a customer, you can always resort to Innova for these implementation services. So depending on the usage we are talking, if it's an integrated one or a standalone one, we will have different prices for you. And also the support, first support via email, and a second level support, and in this case, which will be time and material depending on the customer. Okay, so just for you to make a difference about the services and support options. And finally, this is just a summary about how we work with partners in the whole sales process, both pre-sale and after sale. We start with the training, this initial training we always provide to partners for all of our solutions. We always encourage you to take this training. Then we move to the marketing side. We start providing you with all the documentation, all logos, visuals, videos. You need to adapt to your look and feel, to including your website, to publish on social networks and so on. This material we will be providing you with this so that you can get it and adapt it to your strategy, to your marketing strategy. Then we move on to the actions themselves. We provide webinars, demos, and any kind of activity in which you need that we can show how Docuten works. We are always able and willing to help you, and of course at no cost at all. And then we always accompany you within the whole sales and opportunity closing. If you need any call with our developers, or you need to clarify some points with the customer, we will be helping you to arrange any kind of meeting, third, fourth meeting, so that the customer can get an idea of how it works and where the functionality can cover all their needs. And finally, we provide this implementation services we saw previously, and the support option. So as you can see, this is a continuous circles in which we help partners within the whole way. So this was just a brief introduction to the model, and now I will pass the screen to my colleague Javi from Docuten, which will be presenting us the platform. One sec.
Okay, thank you, Juan. As Juan commented, I'm Javi Vázquez, the Head of Sales and Customer Success at Docuten. I'm going to tell you a bit about our company, and also about how to use the digital signature platform, how it works from the web interface. So about Docuten, we are a company that offers an online platform, a SaaS solution, to help companies in the digital transformation of the back office. Specifically, and this is the subject we are going to cover today, through digital signature, but also through electronic invoicing and direct debit in the European Union. So we have our headquarters in Spain, and also a branch in London when we opened a couple of months ago. We help medium-sized and enterprise companies in this digital transformation, and we enjoy helping a number of known references from customers that in some cases are also well-known globally. As you might know about kind of some of these well-known brands like Louis Vuitton or Decibel maybe, or even some of others customers in the pharma area, such as Giesi, or other like Autoreel or even Cabify. So our scope, this is where the digital signature used by our customers, so mainly everywhere. Okay, and they are signing documents with clients and suppliers, and also in some cases mainly in human resources and legal departments. Talking about digital signature, on the one side, from the point of view of the user, digital signature at the end is an alternative, the substitute of the paper-based signature with all the benefits you already know. Technically, it's a cryptographic mechanism that allows both to identify the person who signed the document or the people who signed the document, and also to check the integrity of the document. So it's an alternative to the paper-based signatures with the same legal validity, and I would say at less with the same safety. Docuten, as a trusted third party, is obliged by the regulation to store the documentation, to register all the evidences associated to the process of the digital signature, and also to custody the documents, at least during the 5 years that are gathered in the law. Talking about type of digital signature, something we have to share is that we have all the types of signatures that are in the regulation of the European Union, that's elDAS, and as a trusted third party, we have both the advanced signature that could be biometric or one-time password, OTP, and also the qualified signature that is like the advanced signature, but with a plus. There is that you have to do it with a qualified certificate. So, talking about the European Union regulation, is entered the law. The regulation started in 2014 and was forced in the regulation in the law of the national states of the members of the European Union in 2016, in July 2016. It covers not only digital signature, but also other subjects related to digital stuff, right? And since then, the growth of digital signature in Europe and other countries as well, where it also applies, has skyrocketed. Okay, this is a market that is growing more than 30% globally every year. In terms of the legal levels of the digital signatures, we differentiate between the advanced electronic signature, sure, the most popular and probably the easy to use in terms of the value it delivers. It provides identification of the person, of the people who signs the documents, and also the signer has to have exclusive control of the tools that is using to create this digital signature. Talking about the qualified signature, it's like an advanced signature, but in this case created by a qualified digital signature generator. And well, after this small review, I'm going to move to the different tab of the browser just to give you a look around the web interface. So what you are seeing right now is the interface of the administrator, of a manager of the digital platform, right? You have on the left side all the menu with the options available for an administrator of the platform. In the first point, the possibility obviously to create users and also to give different rights. In this case, we are seeing that we have 3 different levels of users: just a single signer, someone who only can sign and is registered in the platform. Also, a manager, there will be an intermediate level that is responsible of some of the structures of the company, maybe a company, a whole company, maybe an office or a delegation, a branch or a location, or even a department. And in this case, the administrator, that is the role I am having in this demo. You have the possibility to replicate the structure of your company in Docuten. Not also talking about a company that's maybe a group, like in this example. What you are seeing is a rebranding of Docuten platform for a non-existent incorporated company. There is Pacific Group. This is just a branding for the demo. And in this case, this Pacific Group company has a lot of incorporated companies or different companies in different countries. Also, you have the possibility of having different offices, and being an office, a term that means not only the office itself, but could be a location, could be a department of the company, or even a country in this case. Then we are talking not so much about email templates. This is to personalize, to customize how the email that is sent for notifications and digital requests for signature to users, but mostly about certificates. You can use Docuten to store certificates of the company or of some users to sign. We will see more about this in a minute. To sign with a certificate from the cloud. Okay, and something important to finish this beginning of the review of the options for an administrator are the PDF templates. Obviously, when you create a signature process, you can upload a document from your PC or your desktop, but also you can use a template with a PDF that is editable and is stored in Docuten, and this allows you to send a document with some fields that the user who has to sign and fill these fields. Some of them could be mandatory, some of them will be optional, and in Docuten you can make a check, make a control, so to check what kind of data you have to fill in this field. For example, in a case of you want to introduce, for example, a date, Docuten will check before letting the user sign that this is the right kind of data that the user introduced, the right kind of data. So those will be the options that an administration have. And then talking about how to create a signing process, as I commented before, we can select a template, or we can allow a file, and in this case, we are going to upload a file that is a 2 pages document that is not editable. Going to give it a title, demo, 2 pages non-editable PDF. We could include more files, whether to be signed or whether just to be reviewed. So a signing process could include a document that is the main document of the process, but also a number of documents that are attached, other PDFs, and we could specify if we want them to be signed also, or just to be checked, right? Just to be reviewed. When we create the signing process, we have the possibility to add as many signers as we need, right? Some feature that is useful is maybe to include a message. Please sign the document as soon as possible. For example, for the signers, we can set a deadline, a limit for the signature to be done. So in case this deadline is not reached, the signing process will be automatically canceled by the platform, right? And in this case, we are going to set a document for signature to someone that is myself in another email, okay? And review also the kind of signatures, the type of signatures. In this case, what kind of signatures do we have? As we commented before, advanced level, we have this OTP, the one-time password, that is for signing whether through a PIN that is sent to the email, or if you introduce a mobile phone number, this PIN, this OTP, this password is sent to the mobile phone and SMS. We have the possibility to sign with a centralized digital certificate. If we have uploaded a certificate to the platform, we have this possibility. The biometric kind of signature, again, is an advanced signature legally. And in Docuten, you can sign biometric using an app installed in your mobile phone as a signer, or whether to sign through the browser in a web flow, 100 web flow without an app. Then the automatic signature is for usually for documents that are not required to be checked before signing, in terms of you send something for signature to a third party, to a person, for example, the document for the payroll, and you want to introduce the stamp of the company in that document, and you don't need to check it before signing in. So automatically, if you have uploaded a certificate and select the option to sign automatically, you will do that like that. Then with also other kind, if the last one is with a local digital certificate. In this case, you will need a component to be installed in your desktop, so you can sign with a local digital certificate as well. So all of these 5 kind of signatures, you usually when creating a signature process, you set one of them. We are going to use this OTP, one-time password in this case, but also you could you could let it open for the signer. So in this case, we're going to send this the process just with one person to sign. And also before sending it, I would like to add that you can set the language, in this case English, and also the signer role. I mean, by default, it will be a signer always, as someone who has to sign, but you could select the role of approver, so that person doesn't have to sign the document, just has to review the document, to check it, and to click so the process can continue. This is very useful and very typical in a process that you have to send something for signature to the legal representative of a company, and maybe a secretary or someone who is the person of trust for that managerial role, has to review the process and validate it before pass it to the signer. In this case, I'm going to sign the document. So I'm sending the document for signature. As you see, we have sent this 2 pages document for signature. Okay, we are going to be the history of the document right here. I have received the document in this case in my mobile phone. I'm seeing it in my mobile phone. You are going to see, as I open the email. And now I'm going to sign it. So I will receive, in this case, a OTP, right? I will receive a password through email. I'm going to check it. I'm going to get it. So I can, okay, right here, just receive the password. I'm introducing the password. In my mobile phone. Right, it's a six digits. And then I click on signing. I come back here, real time. You see the history of the signature, and now the OTP, the password has been sent. I open this OTP and I completed the signature of the document. This document in this case is finished with the signature being shown in the own document, and then we can check all the options of administrator in terms of reviewing the state of the different signing process we have sent, pending of your signature in case I have to sign anything, pending of the validation by other third parties, pending others to validate or to sign, sorry, and also the documents that are finished. In all these kind of or states of the document, we can do search, advanced search by the number of fields, and also we can see all these states about documents that are maybe under my department that have been canceled or rejected or finished, or well, there are another states. This is more or less what I wanted to see you in terms of the demo of the solution. So let me go through and come back to Juan, just in case he wants to say something to finish this process. So Juan.
Thank you, Javi. I will be coming back to my slides for you so I can share with you. Okay, now you're seeing the last screen. So thank you very much, Javi, for your presentation and your demo. It was very clear. And so now you can see the last screen. For any questions or any further information about Docuten, how it works, how the functionality is working, also with the connection with the different ERPs and the different usage plans we have. We'll be sending out this session. The video of this session will be also attaching the distribution program for you to go through the details, but we have presented all the highlights previously, and all the product sheets for all versions, in this case for Docuten standalone, for you to incorporate and send out to your end customers. So you can just review again the video. You can share it, forward this session internally, so that your colleagues can get to know more about Docuten. And you have my contact details on the screen. And for any questions, just remember you can just have a call or send me an email, and we will be in contact. We will contact you to arrange any call or any meeting we need to do to clarify any doubts. So thank you, Javi, for your time today, and thank you everybody for watching this webinar. I hope we will see you in the next one. Thank you and have a nice day. Vale, yo creo que ya
¿Ok?
está.
Sí.
Sí.
Vale.
Pensaba que se
Nada,
podía parar la grabación, pero me parece que hasta que no cuelgue no terminará. Pero bueno, ya está.
bueno, si quieres
Es por
colgamos
eso. Por el rato.
bueno, sí, he tardado, no sé por qué ha tardado el ping en llegarme como un minuto, una cosa así, y por eso he
Sí.
tenido esa extraña parada, ¿no? Y hay una cosa que me he olvidado de
Ah,
comentar, que
vale.
es el tema de evidencias, pero
Vale.
nada más, ¿no? En fin, un par de errores en mi caso. Pues se ha dejado de hacer la presentación a pantalla completa en unos minutos, no me
Y
he dado
el
cuenta
poder
hasta
tener
después.
es tener el clip, ¿no? de la sesión también para hacer ese envío que hacemos a los partners de la documentación e ir viendo. Después pues surgirán sesiones a partir de aquí,
Ajá.
pero yo creo que igual a partir de ahora ya lo podemos hacer nosotros directamente, en este caso también. Entonces, pues
Sí,
eso.
hombre, desde luego la demo lo que hacemos es muy sencilla en web, ¿no? Eso es así.
Sí,
Al
por
final
eso.
se puede, si habéis visto el vídeo de 30 minutos, de 31 minutos de Dani
Sí,
Patiño, que no sé si lo habéis visto
sí,
ahí
sí, sí,
algunos
sí.
detalles más, ¿no? Yo, por ejemplo, no entro en el detalle de cómo enviar múltiples, o sea, cómo enviar un bulk, ¿no? Cómo enviar
Ya,
a N firmantes, que
masivo.
sí lo podía haber comentado, pero bueno, hay detalles de ese estilo que normalmente no suelo comentar en las demos, a no ser que sea algo que claramente está requerido, ¿no?
Sí, sí, lo que queremos era eso, igual hacer un guión de demo también en este caso de este uso, así lo podemos hacer, lo hacemos todos nosotros y, y ya te digo, sin ningún problema para
Vale,
completar todo el
vale.
offering, por así decirlo.
Vale, eso como queráis, ¿eh? O sea, al
Sí,
final, vamos, yo hace tiempo ya que no hago webinars, desde mi segunda compañía, creo que no me tocaba hacer webinars, ¿vale? Pero bueno, es una cuestión de práctica también, si quieres, o sea
claro.
que en cualquier caso ha sido
No, pero genial.
sencillo y yo creo
Genial.
que ha quedado razonablemente, ¿no?
Ujú.
Nos vale como material básico. Y nada,
Ujú.
voy a un montón de tareas pendientes que se han ido acumulando entre ayer y hoy, pero con respecto a este cliente nuevo, volviendo
Sí.
al tema, pues cogeré un formulario de
Ujú.
tal, os lo pasaré y ya digo, lo que sea más cómodo. Una opción es que nos mandéis el formulario cubierto y nosotros pasároslo para firma, digamos,
Ujú.
¿no? Como si fuera una aceptación de oferta, ¿vale?
Sí.
Y la otra es que directamente nos lo mandéis cubierto y firmado
Ujú.
y nosotros lo metamos en el CRM, o sea, me lo mandéis a mí en principio, ¿vale? Lo metamos en CRM y notifique internamente, ¿vale?
Vale, sí.
Y a partir de ahí llegará un punto cuando, digamos, el número sea doloroso, en el sentido que no
Sí.
seamos capaces de hacerlo de un día para otro, pues que os habilitemos algo para poder provisionar o
Para
poder crearlo de una manera
automatizarlo,
más
sí.
automática. Sí, sí.
Sí, al
Ya
final
digo.
supongo que irá sobre la marcha, ¿no? Iremos mejorando el flujo, que esto
Sí,
pasa siempre.
efectivamente. Ahora lo haremos manual y tal, basado en una plantilla donde voy a meter los datos que nos hacen falta, porque al final es identificación de cliente en este
Ujú,
caso, y si, bueno, como es un partner, pues son sus propios datos, ¿no? Pero normalmente sería identificación de cliente, identificación de partner, ¿no?
ujú,
Eso sería la cuestión, y ahí hay que meter, pues sí, el ID fiscal, por ejemplo, o la dirección, cosas así. Te lo paso ahora si puedo ya.
ujú. Vale, genial. Pues nada, te voy comentando también este segundo cliente que te comentabas. Pues yo creo que la semana que viene toda la parte administrativa se cerrará.
Perfecto.
Y también, bueno, esta semana, por ejemplo, también estuve comentando, estamos intentando agendar webinars inmediatos, por así decirlo, planificarlos
Ujú.
cuanto antes y adelantarte que estuve hablando con Indra,
Ajá.
que es partner nuestro de los grandes y están interesados. Entonces estoy en conversaciones con ellos para
Vale.
agendar webinarios, simplemente para que tengas un feedback. En este caso, pues es un partner grande en concreto
Sí, sí, con Indra, sí,
y
hablamos en su
están
momento con Indra,
interesados.
hace tiempo. Ellos nos habían
Ujú,
dicho, eh, claro, esto es distinto, ¿no? Al final es Docuten Sign, quiero decir, es el módulo para Navision o
ujú,
para Finance Operations, a él les interesará, ¿no? En su
ujú,
momento Indra, pues lo que nos había dicho básicamente es que ellos tenían una solución de firma interna y que desde un punto de vista de negocio no podían firmar un contrato de colaboración, ¿no? Porque al final
ujú.
tenían que irse a la solución propia que tenían, ¿no? Y que como mucho
Sí,
habría una prescripción o algo así. Pero bueno, en este caso claramente, ¿no? Si hay ese interés es que algo integrado con
sí,
Business Central o con Finance and Operations, pues no es algo que tengan y por eso tendrán ese interés.
sí, y además ellos son de ambos, es decir, ellos
Ah,
tienen
lógico.
presencia tanto en Navision como en AX. De hecho,
Ujú,
de
ujú.
AX, de los partners aquí en España que más potencia tiene y que es una oportunidad interesante, ¿no?
Sí, desde luego. Desde luego. De IFR entiendo que no habéis tenido feedback, ¿no? No sé si
Pues de
Ignacio...
IFR creo que no. Está más Manuel detrás de esto. Lo voy a comentar a ver si tiene alguna novedad, pero me parece a mí que no, que todavía no.
Vale. A nosotros
Creo
Eva
que
no
no.
nos ha dicho nada. Yo la última conversación la comenté con Manuel y con Ignacio. No recuerdo si estabas tú en la call también, tal vez sí. Básicamente, bueno,
Que
pues
tenían
había dicho
sí, que estaba pendiente, ¿no?
interesante,
De
pero lo
dirección.
había pasado para arriba, exacto. Y eso al final un poco no es una prioridad, ¿no? De alguna manera. Eso es lo que yo deduzco, ¿no? Del comentario. E Ignacio había comentado en esa conversación, pues que iba a darle un toque por arriba, ¿no? Por
Sí,
esa confianza que
cierto.
tenéis, para preguntar si era algo que tenía avisos de arrancar, ¿no? Y para indicar que tenían esa opción para intentar acelerarlo.
Sí,
Bueno,
pues
está ahí,
sí.
¿no? Yo tengo un seguimiento pendiente, pero casi espero a que me digáis algo vosotros o que
Sí.
Ignacio nos diga si ha podido hablar con ellos.
Sí, yo ahora lo comento con Manuel y que nos actualice,
Perfecto.
que nos actualice el estado.
Muy bien.
Vale, Javi.
Pues muy bien, Juan. Muchas gracias.
Genial. A ti, un saludo.
Un
Hasta
saludo,
luego,
buenas
Javi.
tardes.
Hasta luego.